Hey guys, welcome to Get Busy Watching. I'm your host, Honest Dan. Let's talk movies.
Relax, be cool, 'cause if you don't, you'll act like a fool, so be cool.
In commemoration of the upcoming sequel, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, I'm taking a look back on the mainline Conjuring films. If I have time, I would like to revisit the spin-offs, but I'm kind of behind on the franchise movies as it is, so we'll see. Usually I save watching this movie until Halloween, but the sequel's weirdly coming out in May. Whatever. This feels weird, but I'll take any excuse to watch this. This is my honest opinion of The Conjuring. Set in 1971, Ed and Lorraine Warren, played respectively by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, are a pair of renowned demonologists that help those who have been threatened by malicious paranormal entities. Roger and Carolyn Perrin, played respectively by Ron Livingston and Lily Taylor, and their 5 daughters just moved into their new home, but are unaware of the malevolent spirit Bathsheba, played by Joseph Bishara, who begins to haunt the Perrin family for several nights. Eventually, it gets to a breaking point and the parents reach out to Ed and Lorraine for help.
There's usually some sort of rational explanation.
I have 5 daughters who are scared to death. I'm so afraid this thing wants to hurt us. I mean, you have a daughter. Wouldn't you do anything you could to protect her? Please, please, can you come and take a look?
Yeah, I don't care if it's May or October 31st. Watching this movie anytime is such a treat. I still love it. One of the big things that remains consistent every time I watch this is how much I love Wilson and Farmiga as Ed and Lorraine. They are such a great pair on screen and have great chemistry. And like any real relationship, sometimes it's the little things that make it so enjoyable and relatable. Man, there's just something about the line deliveries that absolutely sells their characters. I wish I could explain it, but all I can say is that they're amazing.
Do you remember what you said to me on our wedding night?
Can we do it again?
Really, what makes this movie work so well are the relationships all around, both the Warrens and the parents. The younger actresses tease and bicker amongst each other so naturally. The parents have solid chemistry as well, but the one who really stands out to me is Lily Taylor. I won't pretend to have seen that much of her work, but the most notable film I remember her from is the much maligned remake of The Haunting back in 1999. Yeah, seriously, between then and 2013, that was the only movie I'd seen of her.
It's not about them. It's about family. It's always been about family.
Ugh, that scene still makes me cringe. Go back to The Conjuring, please. In any case, I think it's a safe bet to say, apology accepted. This is the correct horror movie to put that "it's about family" nonsense.
I thought this is a perfect opportunity for a photo. We're gonna start fresh, you know? A new house, a new beginning. You should have seen Roger and the girls. I've never seen them so happy.
I feel weird talking about the scares because I've seen this movie so many times now, I've become desensitized to it. But this is how you make thrills. The jump scares are not cheap and usually lead to something that's interesting. Far too often, jump scares seem to only be there to wake you up or to remind you that, yes, the movie you're watching is, in fact, a scary movie. And insultingly, whenever ghosts and monsters pop out and make faces at the camera, it's usually done for the very shallow purpose of scaring the audience, not the actual character that should be in danger. But here, it's done with purpose. When Bathsheba is making a face, she's usually attacking someone or trying to possess them. Or if she's not doing any of that, then what she is doing is in service of the core tenets of demonic activity, as outlined by Ed.
Which brings us to the 3 stages of demonic activity: infestation, oppression, and possession.
How about that, horror writers? Scares with purpose. And as used to the scares as I am, there's always at least one or two that get me, or sends a chill down my spine. That's real horror right there. It's not about the jump, it's about the impact.
I command you to reveal yourself!
It's just too bad I'm desensitized to the more emotional moments, too. This movie used to make me cry.
Pussy.
I have to be an asshole, don't I? I have to talk about the negatives. I don't wanna. Let me live in my fantasy world where The Conjuring is the be-all, end-all of horror films. And it's perfect. No. That wouldn't be fair. And ultimately, it's not true. Let's get into it. Much as I love this movie, it falls into a couple of tropes that have been bugging me a lot over the last few years. Is Bathsheba formless or corporeal? I never understood this ghost logic. She has a form when she attacks one of the daughters, yet she attacks another daughter and has no form while doing so. Inconsistencies like this have always annoyed me. It makes sense that Lorraine can see Bathsheba in a physical sense because she's clairvoyant, but anyone else who can see her just doesn't make sense. Oh, that's it, isn't it? At least for me, those are my only real complaints. As frustrating as that is, it's still a damn good scary movie. I might skip out on watching it on Halloween this year, but it's going to be sorely missed. Unlike the spin-offs. On the bright side, I am stoked for the third movie. Ugh. Wait. The Curse of the Third Installment. No, this has to be the exception. Please tell me it's the exception. No. Let's not think negative. Let's keep it positive. I watched this one, and it was great. My honest rating for The Conjuring, a strong 4 out of 5.
For a guy who doesn't believe, you looked a little freaked out when that door slammed shut.
It must have been a draft.
Oh, that's funny. The draft never put that look on my face before.
Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy out there. Please wear a mask if you go out. Get vaccinated for family, friends, and community. Hope to see you soon.
So be cool. Face facts. 'Cause time